Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watch from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make.
Howdy folks, Reverend Jason William Egroff here, and as you can see, I got myself a little set up here, and yes, I do have a gig. It's an online job. I don't get paid too much, but praise Jesus.
Are you implying that the gig that you have is what helped you get your little setup? Good for you, Jason. I'm sure it had nothing to do with the endless donations that people gave you as you e-begged for months on end. And what did you do with it? You bought yourself some computer shit. Well done. Good choices.
I have some income now. Praise God. It's something. So I was able to get myself a little desktop set up for real cheap on Amazon. And I got myself, it's all cheap stuff. The stuff that you see, this mic was $30. My webcam I got was $25. And I got an entire system on Amazon for less than $200. It was $168.
You know he's lying about that, right? You know, even if he's not lying about the cost of his setup, it's still close to $300 or more. And that's what you took money from people to go buy? More technology stuff because you didn't have enough before that you just left in Colorado. Now you have to start all over and you're asking other people for their money. How rich? Why am I not surprised at all?
So I finally can actually do content and not from that crappy tablet. You know, that tablet was such a piece of shit. I was lucky I was able to upload anything. So I got a little bit of a thing here to talk to you about.
Oh, this should be good. Don't you always have something to talk about with us? What's it going to be today? We still going to go off about Foodie Beauty?
If you think Foodie Beauty at all is a good person or ever has been, I need you to look at this post she made. Now, she always likes to delete things. You know, you never trust a person that goes back and forth and with people and aren't willing to show leave their own activities up for people to see.
It's called a big old dirty delete. And I have someone in my life who constantly puts videos up about me and then deletes them. You guys know who that is.
But thankfully, God bless reaction channels because they have the evidence. This is from a channel called Piggy. Okay, their videos could be pretty funny because they do this voice over to Chantal's voice, where her voice is just so annoying to me now.
Oh, Chantal's voice you can't stand, but Shanny's you can tolerate? Because I would listen to Chantal all day over listening to Shanny all day, any day of the week. And I'm no Chantal fan at all. I don't even watch her channel. I know nothing about her story. I've told you guys this a million times. I don't know anything about anything regarding Chantal. So I'm not trying to stick up for her. I'm just being honest.
They do this comedic voice over hers, and it's hilarious, actually. So that's this channel, Piggy. So go sub to Piggy. Okay, she made this post, and like a coward, again, deletes it. Why? Because she always wants to look like this pious, wonderful, religious Muslim woman, which could not be further from the truth. This woman put a hijab on and called herself a Muslim for the sake of a dick.
So what? So what? So what do you care? How is that any of your business? How is that any of your business if she decides to be with someone and convert to Muslim? What is it? How does it affect your life? Exactly.
She wanted to go like this to Nader because she was totally in love with that guy and he didn't even want to be her boyfriend. Okay? But this woman is so dishonest and hurtful. She shames disabled people. I want to give a shout out to, oh man, what is it?
She shames disabled people as if she gets up every morning and is like, what disabled person can I shame today? If you're talking about Shanny, she's not disabled, so I don't know what you're gonna do with that.
The Fat Cow Chronicles. This is another channel. I think I could link you the two channels here in the description below. I want you to look at her couple last videos that she made, because this woman suffers from a very similar situation that Shannon goes through. Now, me and Shanny might be separated, but I've tried to make it as clear as I can to you guys that I love her still with all my heart. The reason we are apart are due to circumstances that hopefully someday will be rectified, but it's hard to see that happening anytime soon.
I'm in shock that they're still gonna lie about this. Does anyone understand why they're lying about this? Like, what is the point of this we broke up arc bullshit? What is the point? I don't care if you guys are together or not. You're in the same house. Everyone's already caught you guys lying about it. So you're not going to get back to, blah, 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 excuse me. You're not going to get back together for quite a while, and you don't know when that will be. Meanwhile, she's in the other room. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Jason. A lot. I still haven't figured it out. If any of you have figured it out, please in the comments let me know, because I would like to know why they are still going on with this we broke up nonsense when we all know that that's not the case and that Shanny is still in that house.
Because people on the internet that have their intentions are to destroy our lives, and it's been this way for quite some time.
I have never had any intentions of ruining either of your lives. You two did that to yourselves quite well. You didn't need any help from any channel, any reaction channel. We didn't need to help you. You destroyed your lives with your own actions, with your own decisions. We can't destroy your lives from a computer screen. I'm sorry, but we didn't do that. You did. You're the reason you're in the situation you're in.
And it just got to the point where after you guys destroyed the job that I had taking care of her, after you did that, I just couldn't do this anymore. I couldn't do it.
Oh, also, strangers from the internet also got him to get fired from his gig of being Shanny's home health care aide, or whatever he would be. That's also our fault. Okay, Jason. It has nothing to do with you. You're right. It's all us.
And also on her end, I go through psychosis. I go through things. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. I go through things. And
Listen, we all go through things, okay? I go through a lot of things. So do a lot of the people in my audience, and I'm sure all over go through a lot of different horrific things in life, but we still have to keep going and stop whining about it. So maybe you should follow suit.
Needed a break. But I want you to understand 100% that I love this woman and I always will. So when I see this, you're going to hear about it from me, you fucking piece of shit woman. I don't even like to...
Oh, wow. Not a community post. God forbid anyone says anything on YouTube. Then they're a POS woman. Get over it, okay? She's not doing anything to you in real life. Be grateful that no one is attacking you in real life, because it sucks. All she's doing is saying something on her community post about Shanny, and you're here to stick up for her. Shanny can't speak for herself from the other room. You're mad about a community post when when it's literally just a community post. You had to make a video about it, though, because you have no other content.
Call you a woman. You give women a bad name, Chantal. Do you realize how much we supported you and the flack we took for you? Because your best friend, quote unquote, Shannon, another Shannon, isn't that funny? She was right about you 100%. And all these people that have been talking about you for all these years are 1,000,000,000% correct about your character. You have no character. I can't help myself. This is a quote, okay?
Oh, I think that Chantal has a lot of character. I just think it rubs everyone the wrong way, and that's why people cannot stand her. But she definitely has character to her.
From one of her community posts that, like a coward, she deleted. She does this all the time. She acts like a disgusting piece of trash, probably when she's illegally taking marijuana in Kuwait. You hear that?
You don't know if she's getting that in Kuwait. You have no idea if that's the truth. So don't just start making up lies about this person. Because I don't care if it's Chantal or Joe Blow. You don't just make up lies about someone like that. That's called slander, Jason. You are literally making a video about a community post that was taken down anyway. Who cares? You don't have anything better to talk about, so you're going to go overboard about a community post that isn't even up anymore. Wow. Talk about having zero content and nothing better to talk about. Why don't you talk about what's actually going on in your home, Jason? Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think of that instead of worrying about what Foodie Beauty is saying on her community post? Don't even pay any attention to it. Ignore it. If you're so bothered by it.
Are you doing Delta 8? What are you doing, Chantal? You're definitely taking shit. It's very illegal over there because it's very haram. I can't help myself. I mean, Shanny, you can post all the photos from your OF in 2020 all you want, but this is how you look now. I'm going to stop right there. Are you talking about the picture that she posted on her community post of, I'm pretty sure it's my hand grabbing her boob. It might be her own hand, but it looks like my hand. I'm pretty sure it was mine. But anyway, you're talking about that picture, right? That is not from 2020. It's much more recent. I saw some of the comments on the...
Are you kidding me? Shanny in 2020 was big. Shanny in 2024 is tremendous and looks terrible every time she shows her face on camera. So where are we going here, Rev?
On the picture, and I'm like, what are they talking about? That is not that old of a picture. It's not. You are huge. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Jason, she is huge. Is it a nice thing to say? No, it's not. Is it the truth, though? Yes. 550 pounds to 600 pounds is huge. I'm sorry, but it is. It's not a nice way to say it, but it's the facts.
You're going to call Shanny huge. Chantal, you're like 5'1" and probably much closer to 400 pounds than you want to admit. Yeah, Shanny's big, but you know how tall Shanny is? She's 5'11".
What does that have to do with anything? Because a woman who is 5'11" should be between 136 pounds to 172, depending on everyone's body's different. I don't necessarily agree with this, but Shanny's never going to see 176, okay? Or 183 or 189. She's never going to get there. She's never, ever going to get to that place. So what are you talking about?
She's a tall woman, so she can handle more weight.
She's a tall woman, so she can handle more weight. Wow, that makes absolutely zero sense, Jason. Why would someone's height allow them to carry more weight? We're not talking an extra 20 pounds, 30 pounds. We're talking about someone who is 600 pounds or 500 pounds, somewhere in the middle there. Where's the comparison? I'm wondering. She can't walk, drive a car, or do anything for herself. Chantal, from what I've seen, can do a lot more than Shanny can. So where are you going with this again? You have no point. You just made a video to make a video so you'd get some views and some time online, some real-time hours. That's all this is. You're just gonna keep making these ridiculous videos at Chantal because it's quote-unquote your content. It sucks as content.
Weight that you have on you because you're 5'1", you have no feminine shape. Your shape is literally like the capital D.
So you're going to body shame another woman because she has a problem with Shanny. You're going to sit here and body shame Chantal and say she looks like a capital letter D. Well, what does Shanny look like? The capital letter O?
It's just true. When you are on camera, your face takes up the whole screen.
Oh, and Shanny's face doesn't take up the whole screen? Really? Really? I find it hilarious that you're going to compare your Shanny and Chantal's weight and think that there's nothing wrong with that and that's totally okay for you to bash another woman's body because you don't like what she's saying about Shanny. Let it be between Chantal and Shanny. I thought you and Shanny broke up. What are you doing? Go figure out another topic.
You have a bucket head. You are huge. Look in the mirror, Chantal. You can't walk to a store. How do you know she can't walk to a store?
How do we know that she can't walk to a store? Because she can barely walk to the bathroom, and we heard it from her. She said that. She's the one who said she can't walk. Her ankles are fused, she said. Jason, wake up.
When we were in Colorado, we were walking through the streets of through the streets of Denver. And
I guarantee you he's talking about the Ruth Chris Steakhouse video and the corn concert that they went to, because she did walk all through in the restaurant, stuffed her face, and then she was walking in the whatever states, wherever the arena they were playing in Denver was. Yeah, she walked. I can show you guys that. Big deal. She can't now. She says she can't now. So why are you saying the opposite? She says she can't walk. We're not saying that. I don't know if Shanny can walk or not. I'm not in your house. But she's the one who says it, Jason, not us. So that's where we got it from. She can't walk to a store. She can't even wipe her own behind. That's how we know she's there. No one else would do that.
she did a damn good job, and I was really proud of her because she deals with massive, massive mobility problems.
Oh my God, yes, mobility problems. When you have 600 pounds of weight on your body, it's going to be difficult to walk. Yep, that's because we weren't meant to be 600 pounds, were we, Jason? We were meant to be in the 100s, okay? Maybe tip into the 200s depending on the size of your body. You're not meant to be 600 pounds and bedbound, which is basically what she is. Couch-bound. Pea-soaked couch-bound.
Not because of eating herself deliberately into the state she's in. That's you, Chantal. All the years I was with Shanny, the portions she ate, I was always like, how is she bigger like this? Because she doesn't eat that much. You want to know why, Chantal, you piece of shit? Because she has legitimate health conditions.
Yeah, anyone with health conditions like hers should be doing something about it instead of sitting every day in and day out and eating and not moving at all. When you don't move your body and you don't burn any calories and you just keep putting calories into your body, you're just going to keep gaining weight. It has nothing to do with her health conditions, Jason. It has to do with her laziness and lack of willpower to actually do the right thing to get to a healthy weight. And that's reality. Sorry.
Confirmed by doctors. And at this point, the government, because she got certified she could go to a nursing home now. That's how sick she is.
No, she could go to a nursing home because of the size she is. Because my mother was a nurse her whole adult life. And I'll never forget this very funny story she told me. They had a power outage in the nursing home she worked in. And they had ordered a whole bunch of pizzas for the staff because their power was out and whatever. Anyway, my poor little tiny mom had to wheel the pizzas down the bariatric unit. And she was like, I didn't know if I was going to get jumped. I didn't know what was going to happen to me if they got a whiff of those pizzas. And it was kind of a funny joke. But she did say there was a bariatric unit. So if she was to go into a nursing home, it wouldn't be for fibro and osteoarthritis at 40 years old. It would be for being 600 pounds, if there was any truth to that. Jason, you might want to look into things before you just start spewing nonsense.
But of course, you shame the disabled, Chantal. You're disgusting. You can't wipe yourself. Folks, do you see this? This piece of trash woman that's huge just because she eats herself to being huge. No other reason.
Again, the reason is because she has a binge eating disorder. Again, you're being ableist, like you two always claim everyone else is being. You're shaming someone for a disorder they have no control over. Again.
Is making fun of a disabled woman. Just like the trolls. Chantal, you are no different than the hateful ass piece of shit trolls that are evil as shit. You're no different at all. You're the same.
So then I guess you're the same too then, right? Because she made a community post about Shanny. You're all up in your fifis about it, and you decided to make a video to her community post. So what's the difference? What is the difference, hypocrite? You're doing the same exact thing. You're just as bad too.
You and your corpse of a boyfriend have done several mukbangs yourselves. What does that have to do with anything? That we did mukbangs?
Because, Jason, in the last video you made about Chantal, you said how disgusting she was while she was doing mukbangs and stuffing her face. So she's saying back to you, you and your corpse of a boyfriend, which would be you, do the exact same thing. So who are you calling out, basically, for doing that, since you two do the same exact thing? That was her point. Sorry it flew so far over your head. I didn't know it was that hard of a concept to understand.
You call me a corpse? Yes. Yeah. Is that a corpse physique?
Yes, that's exactly what a corpse physique looks like. Look at those chicken arms. I can't take it.
You like to make fun of Natter too, right? Because he's a smaller stature man, but he has muscles. You loved his body, Chantal. You like bodies like this.
I don't know any woman that likes a body like yours. I don't ever want to feel like I'm bigger than the man that I'm with. And you think that this is some kind of statuesque physique? You look like a drowned rat, undernourished and underfed, and doesn't take care of himself. So your physique that you speak of is not one of any hard work or going to the gym or working out or any of that. It's just the fact that you guys have no money and no food, and you are a scraggly looking little fella, if I've ever seen one.
Corpse of a boyfriend, huh? You drink lots of sodies and neglect your hygiene, which is why you only have 2 teeth left. Wrong. Shanny most of the time smells like strawberries and coconut.
Shanny smells like strawberries and coconut, yet sits in her own urine and doesn't bathe for weeks. You live in another world from us.
And if there's any sign that there's a smell coming, she's immediately taking care of it in the shower or at the sink or whatever.
As soon as she notices an odor coming from herself, she takes care of it in the sink or the shower. Do you realize how stupid you sound right now? What is she taking care of in the sink? What are you talking about? She sits in her own filth for weeks until enough people point it out, and then maybe she'll take a shower. Maybe if we're lucky.
You're the one that's confirmed by Pete's to smell like old cheese.
And you're the one that confirmed that Shanny's bra smelled like cat urine. Cat urine. That's probably what your whole house smells like, because those cats are not taken care of, and you're not emptying those litter boxes every day like you should be. Kitty litters have to be emptied every single day.
You neglect your hygiene.
No, I don't think so. But I don't know. Maybe she does. But I don't think anyone neglects their hygiene more than Shanny does. I don't think there's another person on this platform that neglects their hygiene more than Shannon.
Everything, I've learned this, and the reaction channels are correct. Everything you say is projection. You do it. You're that way. And the reason her teeth are rotting out, Chantal, piece of trash, human. The reason that her teeth are falling out is because she has soft bones.
Oh my God, her teeth are rotting out of her head because she has soft bones. So wouldn't that mean that all of her bones were soft? Wouldn't she be breaking things like arms and legs all the time, considering she's the size she is, if she had such soft bones that her teeth just rot out of her head? Let's do some research into that, shall we? So osteomalacia means soft bones. Feel free to read over this if you find it even interesting, but I can guarantee you that Shanny does not have this. Although it would make sense that if she did, but it just means that your teeth will break. They won't rot. Rotting teeth, like Shanny's, are from lack of hygiene, lack of brushing. When you eat something and you let it fester between your teeth, it creates a cavity. She doesn't take care of her mouth, and that's why. Not because of soft bones. If she had soft bones, she'd be breaking things. She'd be easily breaking other bones in her body. Her teeth wouldn't just randomly rot out of her head because of that condition. So try again.
It runs in her family. And people that have teeth like that are soft, they can just rot out of your head. Again, you're making fun of the disabled. You have no room to talk about my weight or eating habits. Actually, she can. You know why? Because she doesn't binge eat.
She doesn't binge eat, so she gets to talk about what Chantal's eating habits should be because she doesn't binge eat. That makes no sense.
She doesn't binge eat at all. She never has. Her diet is very reasonable. It's because of the other health conditions she has that it holds weight.
Nope, that's not how that works. Not even close to how that works. You are so far off, it's sad. It's actually pitiful at this point.
Once again, every sentence here is shaming disabled people. Did Salah tell you to take this down? Probably did. Because you look so horrible and disgusting. You can think I reverted for all the wrong reasons, but at least Salah and I don't spew gospel in the name of Jesus and sound like psychotic televangelists, LOL. You think this is funny? Do you remember why she got so mad, Chantal? Why did she get so mad? Because all she did was post facts from Google about you should spay your cat, and you still haven't, because you're that fucking lazy. People called. You know that people called the vet that's in Kuwait and asked, well, is this an issue? The vaccines and spading? And they said, no, there's no issue at all. The cat can get spayed whenever. You're a liar for the sake of being a just disgusting, lazy freak.
Oh, man. Are Watermelon and Gavin up to date on their vaccinations, Jason? Are they both spayed and neutered? I'd love to see the vet paperwork for that, because I guarantee you they're not up to date on anything, and they're probably not neutered or spayed either.
The thing you think about is your next meal, and it's pathetic. Shanny got really mad because of your words about her children. You constantly come after people with children, constantly. Why? Because you killed your kids.
Stop saying that she unalived her own children, because back in God only knows what point in her life, she chose to have a D&C. You don't get to shame her for that, okay? Shanny, on the other hand, brought 2 lives into this world, abused and neglected them for years until CPS finally got them out of that hellhole.
I'm safe from everything with kids because you killed your kids.
And the closest people that you could say are your children, were your children, was William and Zachary. And what did you do to them? You abused them, Jason. You abused both of them. We just caught the one thing that put you in jail, but you had been rough with those kids, aggressive with those kids, and violent with those kids way before we ever saw what you did to Zachary or heard about what you did to Zachary. So try that again.
I would not want to be you on Judgment Day. You sound insane sitting on your high horse criticizing anything I do because I can do a lot more than you while you sit around waiting for Ozempic to save your pathetic life. Chantal, there is nobody more pathetic than you.
Oh, I beg to differ, Jason.
You can't hold a candle to Shannon Dornbush.
And you don't hold a candle to Shannon Dornbush. What has she done? At least Chantal has a channel that she actually could live off of, made enough money, got enough subs, got enough beezers or whatever the hell goes on in that community. I have no idea. At least she made a career out of YouTube, which is something Shannon could never ever do, and neither could you.
And we both know that when it comes to inspiration of how to be on the internet and how to have a personality, you even got a tattoo in the same spot that Shanny does.
Oh, yes, I'm sure that Chantal ran right out and got a tattoo in the same place Shanny does. On her wrist, as if that's not a common place for women to get tattoos. I have one on my wrist. So do a million other girls I know.
That's how pathetic, no personality you are. You want to go judging people? I got news for you. The worst, though, is making fun of the disabled. Look in the mirror and understand how disgusting you are. Peace and Maranatha.
So, that's a visual for you. On a nice Sunday morning, Shanny's large behind. I don't really understand what this beef is really about, because I don't care. I do think it's pretty disgusting for Jason, who's going to be the knight in shining armor and come save Shanny from evil Chantal, who's only speaking the truth as far as I've seen about you two. About you two, she's absolutely right. You two were so far up her ass about 2 weeks ago, and the second she didn't give that same energy back to you. You guys took it out and flipped out on her and said all these horrible things about her, but she's not allowed to say anything back. And on top of that, that community post, she deleted it. So what are you still complaining about? The fact that she wrote it? Okay, maybe she was mad when she wrote it and deleted it. Get over it. There's no reason to make a whole video about that. There's none. You're only doing it so you have some kind of content. So you have something to slap up on YouTube for revenue. That's it. That's all you're doing. And it's boring and it's old. And I'm not going to cover another video of you talking about Chantal or her body or what she does or comparing her to Shanny. They are not in the same planet. They're two totally different people. And stop comparing them because of their weight, because that's gross as well. But I hope you all have an amazing Sunday. Hope you get to spend it with your friends and your family and your loved ones. And I hope that, and I hope you just have a wonderful weekend. Please hit the like on the way out if you enjoyed this. And I'll be back soon, my lovies. I'll talk to you then. Love you.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.